A solemn ceremony in New York on the anniversary of the September 11th terror attacks. But 16 years later, how much progress has been made in the fight against terrorism? Hello, I'm Anand Naidu, and this is The Heat. The United States has not been attacked directly by a foreign terrorist organization since September 11th, 2001. Not so in Europe, where Barcelona, Manchester and Paris are among the places that have endured deadly attacks. And countries like Afghanistan, Iraq, Libya, Pakistan, Syria and Yemen remain the battleground against such groups as ISIL and al-Qaeda, with no end in sight. For more, we turn now to CGTN's Jessica Stone in our newsroom. And Jessica, there were ceremonies in New York, Pennsylvania and the Pentagon, where President Trump spoke, marking today's anniversary.
Indeed, and remember here, Donald Trump is a New Yorker. In fact, he called into a television station on September 11, 2001, just to bear witness to watching the attack happen from Trump Tower that day 16 years ago. He's also said that he saw Muslims cheering on television after the attacks, a claim that, of course, is yet to be proven. But on Monday, he and wife Melania, dressed all in black, were incredibly solemn as they paused for a moment of silence. The president later spent time at the Pentagon for a memorial service there with the families of the nearly 200 Americans who died. He had a message for Americans, but also for those who would try to attack the homeland again.
The terrorists who attacked us thought they could incite fear and weaken our spirit. But America cannot be intimidated, and those who try will soon join the long list of vanquished enemies who dared to test our mettle.
Jessica, much has been said about the progress on the battlefield against foreign terrorist groups. What more can we expect from the Trump administration?
Well, let's remember here that Trump campaigned as a candidate who would nation build at home, not in war zones. But just a few weeks ago, he did acknowledge that sitting behind the Oval Office desk can change your decisions. He told the public he would be sending in more U.S. troops to stabilize Afghanistan and train its troops. At the same time, he has taken a completely different approach to relating to Muslims here at home from his predecessors. He's now twice attempted to ban immigration from about a half-dozen majority Muslim countries. Last week, a court rejected some of his restrictions, but late on Monday, a Supreme Court justice blocked that decision from going into effect while the court considers the legal challenges to Trump's travel ban. What's key here also to remember is that this is a president who campaigned heavily on beating terrorism, and according to exit polls, the people who put them in office are expecting him to make significant progress there. It's a matter of great concern for those particular voters. But so far, President Trump hasn't been tested publicly here at home. Anand?
Thanks, Jessica. That's CGTN's Jessica Stone reporting.